The Oscar goes to Free Solo.
Does it feel different to be up there without a rope?
It's obviously like much higher consequence. I've thought about El Cap like for years, and every year I'm like, that's really scary.
I'll never be content unless I at least put in the effort.
El Cap is the most impressive wall on Earth.
It's 3,200 feet of sheer granite. It's the center of the rock climbing universe.
Half Dome was a huge step for me because it was twice as big as anything I had ever soloed.
Free solo is so dangerous that less than 1% of people who climb attempt it. Alex has done more than 1,000 free solo climbs, but none were tougher than this one.
I got quite scared in some places, and then you start to panic a little bit, and then you have to like reel it all back in.
Most people that are pushing the limits, they have this mentality of, screw it, whatever happens, happens.
Essentially, he practiced for 2 years to climb the route, and we spent 2 years practicing shooting the climb.
I'm sure people are wondering, if he had fallen, was it, we're going to scrap the project, never release this, never tell anybody, or is it, we tell the story?
So these conversations were happening 3 years ago. You know, what happens in the worst case scenario? You know, we didn't necessarily have a clear answer. And the issue is that you can't really know what you're going to do in regards to this situation until you're in it. It's very sensitive to a lot of different people, stakeholders, like his family, and you know, Alex would just be like, oh, you guys should just make it. You know, because you would have wasted all this time shooting and there wouldn't be, you might as well make, you know, I mean, he's very practical. So I think, you know, it would have been a very difficult film to make, but we would have probably made it. If we had anticipated that he was going to fall, we would certainly never have been in the project. The whole idea was that we trusted that he would either turn around or decide not to do it. He wore the same clothing the entire time we were filming. You would think it was because of continuity as a filmmaker, but it was really because he knew that that's what he was going to wear the day he was going to solo it. And so he never wanted to have to deal with that variable of, well, waking up in the morning being like, do I want to wear the green shirt or the red shirt? Like, he really loved to like kind of reduce any sort of variables on any sort of level. This part where he's like, I was scared of different vegetables. I didn't want to eat them, but then I made myself systematically eat every vegetable until like I could eat vegetables. He says, I didn't know how to hug people. I was 23 or 24, and nobody ever hugged me. But it seemed like people enjoy hugging each other. So I decided to go out and figure out how to hug people. Alex is this, you know, he was essentially he was this very shy, scared kid who was more scared to ask for a climbing partner than he was to go free soloing. It's not like he doesn't feel fear, and it's not like he's completely unemotive. Like inside somewhere in this person is, you know, the same beating heart we all have and has the same kind of fears and challenges that we all face in our lives. And I thought that you know, really getting people to understand it. He didn't just become this superhero that could free solo El Cap. Like, he worked through all of these fears methodically, you know.